You know what the good news is? I'm kidding. There's no good news. I lied. There isn't. No, there actually is. Is that I think I figured out a way to do intro music. You know, before I get here and you guys are looking at that new screen, we can put up a video of that. I think there's a way to put up little intro music, so you know you can play some cool shit, or I could force you to listen to the shit that you don't want to. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Well, you could turn the volume down on your end, I guess. All right, well that plan's fucked. All right, let's kick this pig and get it fucking going. It's been a long time. It's been what? It's at least 8 hours. Who's in here? Let's check it out. Let's scroll down. Let's see who's got going on. Glenn's in, no one. Dre V. Luke. Robert Gibson's a new name. Michael Chappelle Parrish says he loves Jesus too. Takasama. This sounds like a coffee, a brand of coffee from the 70s. Maybe that was Sanka. Sanka. Let's call him Sanka. He knows what I'm talking about. Banks is in. Vado Loco is back in again. Get Low. POD. Charles Swartz. Anthony answers in. Don't forget to take this opportunity to hit the like and subscribe. Well, Anthony, thanks for whoring me out because I always forget to do that. I'm supposed to remind everybody, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do the bell thing. I never do that. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for reminding me. I'm bad about I'm supposed to be here promoting the kids' channel, and I fuck it up at every turn. Do I not? Do I not? Yes, I do. No one. I thought I was going to be the first one here, and Deepak beat you. Deepak's always here. It used to be Michael Dawson, M. Dawson. That dude used to go. We could show up on a brand new platform. You could download a new app for a new platform and go, all right, this is new. Gen X Toss we could make a little spot here for us. We'd carve out a little place on this brand new platform. Pong! Michael Dawson, hey fellas, what's going on? Every fucking time. Not as much anymore. Now that basketball's in the finals, he's a little busy driving truck and watching games. However, Deepak has taken his place. Anytime you start doing something on a screen somewhere, they could have a brand new platform. We could be testing out a live stream, and Deepak comes up. Boom, I'm here. Deepak checking in from Mars. Ah, fuck, I thought I was the only one on mine. No. You have one fan on Mars, Deepak. He's there. I'm just telling you. The fucking guy's amazing. He's always there. He pops up everywhere. Dirty Knobs checking in. Hey, General, what's the matter? God gave us ganja. Jesus may as well part. Hey, man, who said that Jesus wouldn't have smoked a little herb? Him and his dad created it. It's not like we created it. It grows over there. You know, for all we know, the Garden of Eden could have been filled with ganja. We don't know. We weren't there. No one mentioned it. In fact, maybe that's what led Adam and Eve to such poor decisions. I'm sure that's what led them to run around naked all the time. That completely makes sense to me, but what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. All right. Oh, she is. Okay. Well, then let's get that out of the way. I'm getting a note from Allie. I should do this. When Allie chimes in, I should go, hold on, I'm getting a message right now from Allie, which is not true. It's just there's a screen over here. But doesn't that look more professional? Yeah, doesn't that look very, I did stand by, everybody. I'm getting a message in here. Zoe Michelle is in the room. Yes, in fact, Zoe Michelle is here somewhere in the room. So let's go find Zoe. Zoe, are you really here? Because I know Marvelous Miss Miranda's here. And I love Mrs. Miranda, but I only have one thing to say. Where the fuck have you been? I have not seen the purple and pink hearts for days, and now all of a sudden you just show up and everything's going to be nice? I don't know. See, yeah, look at Mrs. Ford just wrote, Marvelous, where have you been? Now you know you're in trouble when the bookkeeper comes after you. When Mrs. Ford flips through her yellow steno pad and goes back 11 days and writes, okay, where have you been? No, I want some answers. Then that's justification for me that I'm not imagining things in my head. Thank you, Mrs. Ford. Love that. Go smoke a toad singing Jesus all right with me. All right, so I got to go to my notes for this Miranda thing because and no, I have it in here. We talked about this we got fucked up last night. Last night was a long fucking night. And then even after it was over, I went into the chat room. We made a special video chat room. I was on till almost midnight with those guys. We got completely hammered. That was a good night. All right. Let me find it. Where's her name? There's a note in here. There it is. Okay. So now I have to find I got to find Zoe. Michael Roeder, I was walking by and I thought I'd see what all the commotion was about. Michael, you almost got replaced last night by a dude, and I can't remember his name. I'm too hammered. I'm not hammered now, but I was hammered then. I might still be a little bit drunk. Come to think of it, maybe a little bit. Um, Michael, you got to ask the other group who there was a dude. I'm telling you, it was some guy, and I went off on him about something. I forget what it was, and I said, "You keep this shit up, and you might replace Michael Roeder as the biggest complainer." It was funny, and everybody thought it was a. You should have been there, man. It was really cool. Anyway, Richard Leanne is here, or Lenane. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it's a girl. There, Richard Lenane. Hope I'm not messing that. Richard Lenane's got 2 glasses of whiskey. I can't drink anymore right now, Richard. I would. Thank you for the privilege. Lisa Castillo's here. Wise and Oak, Mrs. 4. Brandon Mitchell. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. You guys are all doing these songs about Jesus from the 70s. All right. I'm looking. I'm trying to find Zoe. You said Zoe was here. Where's Zoe? Come on. If I'm trying to find Zoe. Does anybody know where Zoe is? Earth to Zoe. Harry S. Marbles. Where are these toads we're smoking? Harry, you gonna get in a little something with Smicky. She, I'm telling you, you're gonna go down that road. Oh, all right. Dravey says, "Hi, Ali, low torque." Okay, you guys are all saying hello to each other. Can we get to the point of the story here? Somebody said Zoe Michelle was in here, and I don't see her. And now I'm upset. Did she just pop in to say hello and then she's gone? Ray Real, the only reason you can say you don't believe God exists is because God exists. He gives you free will to believe in anything you want. It's in the Bible. Ray Real. I got to read that again, man. I'm not hungover. I don't get hungover, but I might be a little drunk from last night. The only reason you can say you don't believe God exists is because God exists. The only reason you can say so if I say that naked women will sit on pyramids and throw pink marshmallows at me with golden centers in them, if I say that happens, it's because it doesn't happen? Is whatever you say the opposite? If I say the aliens don't exist, it means they do. If I say if I say that I don't believe in God, so God exists, I don't believe Asian people are ever homeless, then they are. Is that what you're saying? Because I've never seen a homeless Asian guy in my entire life. None of us have. They don't exist. Asian people are fucking smart. They never end up homeless. So if I say that they don't, then they are. How can you say that you don't believe something and that proves that it exists? God gives you the free will to believe in anything you want. But by your own definition, what you're saying is you say the only reason you can say that you don't believe in God exists because God exists. He gives you the free will to believe in anything. But your first statement is not believing in something. You're confusing the fuck out of me right here. God gives us the free will to believe in anything we want. Oh, good. I don't believe God exists. Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say you couldn't believe in what you wanted. I said I could give you to believe you want the things you do want. You're fucking with me, Ray. I don't understand that. It's a contradictory statement, and I don't get it. Little Joey, that was the guy. Ashley Beth Crawford, Little Joey. Joey was the one who was gonna. Little Joey Dugan. That's right. Little Joey Dugan last night. That was the guy. Little Joey Dugan was going to replace Michael Roeder. I don't remember what he said right now, but that was funny. Wise and Oak. Yeah, it's opposite day. It's complete opposite. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Anthony says, I'm in on the naked women on the pyramids. I know, but we have to believe they don't exist. We have to say, I don't believe that naked women on pyramids will throw pink marshmallows with golden centers. And then, Anthony, that means they do exist. By default, that's the thing. So we have to go hard in that direction that they don't exist, and by default, Ray says they do. So there you go. And he even backed us up. Jesus says we can believe whenever we want. So we're in. Okay, good. Everybody run outside to your nearest pyramid and look up. You got to try. I mean, why would you miss on the chance of that actually happening? I'm going to go. As soon as this is over, I'm running outside. Wise and Oak, I have seen an aimless hosing. You have not ever, Wise and Oak, you have never seen an Asian homeless guy. You have not. They don't exist. I've looked. They're not there. I went downtown into LA, downtown LA. There's thousands of homeless everywhere. And I went right through like Chinatown and stuff. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. They're all just a bunch of white redneck hillbillies that got out of the trailer park because it was overflowing, and now they're on the streets of LA and Chinatown. There's not one Asian guy there. There's not. They're too fucking smart, man. They're just not, no. I never seen one. Neither of you, don't lie. All right, so now I don't know if Allie was lying. She says Zoe's here. I don't see Zoe. I'm not hearing from Zoe. All right, there's Zoe. Okay, Zoe, I need your attention for a second, sweetheart. Please don't leave. I have to ask you a question, and I'm gonna try to speak in a language and above the pay grade of most of the people in the European show here. I'm gonna try to, because I have to ask you a question, but I don't want to give your real name. And it's an important question because it looks like we have a package ready to go to send to you, but one address says like North Carolina and one address says Uzbekistan. Now that's a big fuck up if we get it wrong. But the only clue we had on the two names was one little thing saying Zoe. So I just got to ask, Zoe, does your last name resemble Cockenboner? Am I close on that? If your last name, I won't say your first name. Well, you're Zoe Michelle. If you're Michelle Cockenboner, then we know where we're sending this. But if you're not Michelle Cockenboner, then I don't want to send the package yet. I'm going to send it to the wrong person. That's all I wanted to know. I just got a thumbs up. Or if you're Cockenboner, yeah, you have to email Genix Mom just to make sure we got the right address. But that's the question. I'm not saying it wrong. I've got it, Mr. Tom, I've got it written right here. I just had to twist it. I'm very close on that. It's not far off from the name, if I'm right. But I'm waiting for Zoe to respond. There's a little bit of lag on Streamlabs. I got it. It's going to take me about 40 seconds to see. But if I'm right, then I'll know. And if I'm not right, then I got it wrong, and we'll move on. Then somebody else is Cockenboner. But we got to find her, no matter what, Mr. or Mrs. Yeah. So I'm looking for Zoe. Is there anything? I'm not making this up. There's a person's last name that if you flub it real quick, drunk, like I did last night, this is what it kind of fumbles into. She knows what I'm talking about. If it's her, she's going to think it's funny and go, no, that's not my last name, but it's close. But you've got the right person. That's all I'm waiting for, is to see if that's right. I don't want to say her real last name. That would be rude. I don't want to. That's putting someone's public name out there, and she didn't ask for that. So I'm leaving that part alone. I'm just waiting for Zoe to reply. Oh, and Ray reels back. The only reason you're breathing is because of God. None of this world would be possible without God and his creation. Being an asshole wouldn't be possible without free will. I will agree with a couple of things in there. Yeah, we're here because there's a God and he created it. And he said, run out there and do what you want. And if you want to be an asshole, go ahead. I'm good with that, Ray. See, I'm glad we caught up. We're on the same page now. See, now, Ray, when we see each other, we can put our arms around each other and take a selfie, and we're good to go, baby. We're on the same page. Still looking for Zoe. Trying to get Zoe to say something. Pissy, you were there last night. Don't act like you weren't. Romy, Mrs. Four, Jake, John, Jacob. Here we go. We're all back to the 70s songs again. John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, Schmidt. Stop. This is not the sweet, soft sound of the 70s. Volume. My volume's no good? Why is my volume no good? Really? Hang on. Michael Roeder, is that better? We good? Bum, 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 bum. Zoe replied, and I must have missed it. That's her married, now divorced name. Okay. All right. Well, all right. My volume is, Michael Roeder's just fucking with me again. Yeah. He takes up more time complaining. Now it's my volume. The only reason I knew, Michael Roeder comes in here and he complains about the picture. He complains about the volume. I used to take Michael Roeder seriously because he's been around a long time. But we were in the middle of a live show one time, and you know what? Michael Roeder complained about how I looked. And I said, am I blurry? No. Is it out of focus? No. Am I too close or too far? No. He just didn't like the way I looked. Now think about what he's saying. He didn't like this. I was like, well, now I know you're full of shit. If you're going to tell me you don't like this, I knew he was lying. When he complained about this, Right here. Now. Now I know he's full of shit. Now he gave it away. He tipped his hand at that point. He went a little too far. You know, Mike, you had me going for a while with all the stuff. But when you look at me and say, this is no good, now, gotta tell you, there's something wrong with you, my fine feathered friend. There really is. All right, so we solved the mystery. Allie worked that out with Zoe. I must have missed it in here, but we got right back on track. Apparently, Zoe's, when she was married before, cock and boner, but she got rid of cock and boner, and now she's okay. So we're good, right? All right, let's move on. Last call for John Stephenson. A guy named John Stephenson won a prize. We've had the prize for months. If somebody knows where John Stephenson is, tell that motherfucker to send an email, shoot up a flare, something. Send some smoke signals up where we can see what's going on, because I'm about ready to give his prize away to somebody else. I'm serious. I can't hang on to this stuff forever. All right. Mr. Fatty, the delay sucks almost as bad as the camera. God, Mr. Fatty. You know what? I'm not bringing out your koozie no more. Well, I'm just telling you. All right. Carla Snow Wright says, I'm finally here. Well, good, Carla, because we're just getting honed into where things start to make sense. Everybody's just waking up, and we're getting there. Michael Rhoda says, I'm changing my name. You've tarnished it. Well, when you go after the big dog, Michael, there's bound to be some people that take a snap at you. You can't just do that. No. All right, what am I missing down here? Cabo Santiago says, give it to me. You really want to? Cabo, we should do that. That'd be fucking cool. You know what? Cabo, if we don't hear from John Stephenson next 24 hours, Cabo, because you were gone for so long and you came back, I remembered you the moment you came back. The whole place missed you. I'll tell you what, Cabo, that thing that he won, if by tomorrow we haven't heard from him, you and I'll talking here, we'll get your address, we'll send it to you. I'm in with that. Cali Cat Bueller. Bueller. Oh, yeah, Zoe, make sure you do email. Allie's got you on the right track there. That's a good idea. Jeffrey Scott. Hey, general older millennial who loves your content. Jeffrey Scott, I appreciate you being here. And if you're going to waste time, what better place to waste time than right here? Yeah. You know what? I'm running into another problem that's coming up. At 11 o'clock, I'm supposed to stop here, and then I get a break, and then 11:30, I'm supposed to go on Facebook. I still don't know how to shut off the Facebook stream. The kid's not here. He's in school. I'm literally going to, if I can't figure it out, do you realize what that means? There's going to be 2 fucking streams again. This time I know about it. I'm not trying to do it, but I'm fucked because I don't know how to shut it off. So there's potentially going to be the lunchtime show, the General's Lunchbox, which we do every Monday through Friday, from 11 to 12, 11:30 to 12:30. There's going to be 2 streams going again. I mean, relax. There's enough of me to go around. There is. Don't worry. This is not damaging. There's no health issues here. There's plenty of me to go around. I'm a big fat guy in the middle of the desert. There's lots of love here. It's just very tough. It's very confusing, just so you know. It's not an easy thing. Tomash, my general. Tomash is our #1 highest ranking Israeli official guarding the eastern border for the bottom of the glass nation. And when Tomash shows up, lots of people put up a real quick there, the Israeli flag. Look, like Mrs. Four is doing right there. It's a way of acknowledging our friends over there. That's not just across the pond. That's not just all the way across the Mediterranean. That's digging in the trenches in the sand over there and standing and taking a post, and Tomash is our fucking guy. Grizzly's our #2 guy. I didn't see him in here yet, but Grizzly and Tomash, they hold that eastern border for us in Israel. Thank you, Tomash. Appreciate it. The whole bottom of the glass nation salutes you. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Carla Snow Wright, be like Captain Kirk in his chair and start pushing the shit all over. I'm a pretty big Star Trek guy. I don't know what you mean by that. Well, I don't know. I have to say, I've tried to acknowledge all the women of the Gen X dad harem. Yes, I have a harem, an online harem. You don't actually have to do anything. You get a T-shirt. You don't have to dance around me with bells on your fingers and tambourines and shit. No. We'll just take care of that when I'm dreaming. But in reality, you don't have to do anything. But I have to say I'm disappointed in my harem today. Yeah, I am. And here's why. I have now been on for 25 minutes, 20 minutes or so. And this morning, I took extra care in trimming the fat goat up, the stragglers and shit. We took some time doing that. You guys haven't said a fucking thing. Nothing. It's like you don't even know that it exists. You didn't know? I did that for you guys. Now, I do some stuff for you guys. I take the microphone in and we talk real low like this. Now, come on in now. Come on in, get to pull your speakers in real close. I do that for you. You think when I trim up a little bit, someone would say, not you, Lionheart, don't fucking call me handsome. This was not for the guys to call me handsome. You guys, you know what? If you're not going to pay attention, I'm going to pack up my stuff. I'm going to go to my fucking Facebook friends and I'm going to cry to them because they like it when I cry. They love it when I embrace my emotional side. They are there for me. None of them kick dirt on me and kick me out the front door like you do and say, walk it off. You fucking bunch of Gen Xers. No. Over there, they love the emotional side. They embrace it. We're part of a collective of kumbaya. And why did I get there? Because no one noticed that I trimmed my beard. All right, whatever. I'm getting a bunch of jokes from the guys. No question says bye-bye. You got to leave. No question. All right, man, you got to go. If I missed something I should have cut, apologize for that. There's a lot going on here today. A lot of people in and out. Anthony Anzer, you shaved? No, I didn't shave. I told you I trimmed up the goat. This stuff on the sides is going to grow in thick, but I'm going to keep it short. That's going to be my new look. Yeah, that's going to be a fucking thing, man. I'm telling you. Jacob Foster, you can't say we didn't notice. Yes, I can. You fucking didn't notice, but I don't care if the guys notice. There we good. There we looking. No, Pissy just goes, looking good, General. Now to the voice. You're just saying that, so I'll do the voice. You have no interest in this. No. You just want to go right to the voice. Fuck it. I'm out. I'm not doing it. No. I won't play. We can go right on. There's other stuff to talk about. We got some really boring stuff to talk about, as a matter of fact. All right, so there's a bunch of people. Robin Fidley's here. Thank you very much. Dennis Gnomes. Okay, so there still is a bunch of people from across the pond. It's Europe and Israel and Netherlands and South Africa. We get some people from everywhere. And I always ask you guys questions about Europe. I had questions about your politics. I had questions about your news. I had questions about royalty. I asked for some stuff that was real important about Ukraine, Russia. And then I've gotten some emails, probably 60 in the last month, and they're just very specific. They don't want me to be partisan. They don't want me to be political. They want me to be neutral and just go, could you please, a quick answer. And so what I did was I took the most popular ones that you guys were asking about, and I'm going to give you nuts and bolts, street level, just looking out the, I will not be partisan, okay? I just want to give you a quick one. This is for everybody who's asking. I know you guys have heard a bunch of stuff, so I'll just give it to you straight. Ready? This guy is Donald Trump, as everybody knows. This guy was a fucking shyster. He was a businessman in New York City for years, and my impression was that he would bend the rules and lie, cheat, and steal to get his empire built. Okay, that's what I think. Now maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think about how he was as a businessman. How he was as a president for me, the guy had some of the greatest fucking policies I've ever seen that really made America strong and great. He just couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut. If the dude he couldn't pass up an opportunity to walk by someone with a camera or a microphone. It's like, dude, just stop tweeting. Just shut up. Don't talk. Just do your fucking job. You know, that was the general consensus is, you know, the guy, if he could just, at the end of it, he wanted 8 years of a presidency. He wanted to save America and build a golden statue of himself on the front lawn. All right, fuck it. If you're going to save America and make America great, do it. And I'll help you build the fucking statue. I don't care. Oh, people have golden statue. My mind. What the fuck do you mean golden statue? I don't give a shit. I don't care. I wanted my fucking country to be great again. This guy just couldn't shut up. There you go. You wanted it from street level over here, then there you go. This is AOC. She knows nothing. She was a bartender. She fumbles in interviews. She doesn't know what things are. Anybody who asks her an interview, she struggles with it. Hey, she ran for an office that she knew nothing about, and she's got a big learning curve to go through, and she's really struggling just to break even. But let's be honest, she's fucking hot. I mean, she's really pretty. But past that, we're kind of, that's it. That's the street level. She just got into a job she knows nothing about. She's popular. She looks good, and we're moving on. The last one I have for you is Biden. And I'm not like every idiot who goes, that's not my president. It's not my, like they did for Trump when Trump, oh, he's not my president. Fuck you. Not my president. Who the fuck would say that? What kind of a real American? You lost the election. Your guy lost. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's all of our president. All right, I didn't vote for Biden, but he's my president. That's it. Yes, I would stand in front of this guy and take a bullet because he's the president of my country, you idiot. Yes, I would. I don't care what you say. Now, you got the street level. You guys, across the pond, you want to know the nuts and bolts? The guy's struggling. He's been in politics a long time, but he's old and not all of his cylinders are firing. And you guys know in the beginning of his presidency, he fucked up a lot of shit because it takes them a while to figure out medication, sleep. So when he goes out in front of someone, he's perfectly rested. His medications are not wearing off. They're doing their job. And they adjusted those in the first 6 or 8 months. Now, he's pretty competent when he's up there. But remember that when he shows up on screen, that's the best. That's him at his best. If he's struggling up there, it doesn't get better. This is them. They've figured out how to get him to his ultimate. Okay, put him out in front of everybody now. 1, 2, 3, go. And I feel bad for the guy. He is my president. I didn't vote for him, but he's my president. I would take a bullet for him. But I feel bad for him because I think a lot of people are pushing him in a direction he doesn't want to go. I mean, he's there. He's trying. He's doing it. But if he was my grandfather and people were pushing him out there in front of cameras and shit the way they do, I'd be fucking so mad. I'd be livid if that was my grandfather doing that stuff. So there's a couple real quick that you guys have asked about at street level and how I feel at a baseline on. I know that makes a bunch of you mad that I would take a bullet for Biden. He's my president. I know that I called Trump a shyster and it wouldn't shut the fuck up. Well, these people, I've gotten emails. I've answered them. I did it quickly. I didn't tear down the whole show, but I did answer it. So now you know that. All right. So back where were we? See, that didn't take long, did it? Yeah, Mr. Fatty, I know. I got it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I voted for him. I'm not saying I'm supporting him. I think Biden's policies are the worst ever, and he's fucking everything up. And even with that said, no one has a right to shoot my president. All right? You just don't. It's just that's the rules, man. That's the fucking rules. All right. So, Pissy. Pissy's talking about low torque. My dick's in a jar and it's swinging in the window. That she's talking about last night. We were in a video group chat last night, and it went off the rails. I gave away too much personal information, and so did Missy. Really, it was just Missy and I were fucking off. But anyway, different story. All right. So Mrs. Forrest said I missed something, and Allie hasn't got it up, so I don't know what I missed. Let me scroll back. Tomash for their $15. Thank you, Tomash. Appreciate that. Did I miss something else? Mrs. Four, I noticed, but isn't that for Steve Garvey? $2 from Mrs. Four. I'm scrolling back up. I'm looking. I know I'm getting yelled at here. I got it. But remember, when I'm telling a story here, I can't read the stuff there. Give me a second. Let's go back. We can figure this out. It's not impossible. Tomash, another $15 back from my general. That's right, Tomash. Tomash is falling in line there, as I would with him, and I can't go back any farther than that. That's as far as I can go back, even here. So, I don't know if you guys can, but I cannot go back any further on Streamlabs. And Streamlabs lets me go back quite a distance. All right, so Allie says religion and politics in one live stream. Looks like just listening is not an option for me today. No, you can have your hands full with that shit. Sorry about that. All right, so for anybody who's still here, and I don't even know who's remaining, let me cover something that we covered last night in the live stream. And so you guys are the second live stream to see what I'm going to talk about here. And we're going to tell you the difference between 7 inches and 9 inches. And I promise you, when I get done describing your 9 inches, it's going to hurt. There's no two ways about it. So for those of you who are in over in Ireland and Scotland and England and Wales and all that, you guys are getting off work. You're kicking off your boots. So you guys know when you go into a pub, most pubs, this is your average beer stein. It's not super big, but it's not small. You can see the size comparison here with my hand. I don't have anything else to show you, but it's pretty good. You know, it's at a beer stein, and they fill it up, and you go. Now, this is 7 inches tall. I'm thinking it's 3 inches across the top. I've got these in my house. This is what we serve, and these are 7 inches, and they're heavy. I mean, when you fill this up with beer and you walk around the bar, you got to switch hands once in a while, or the pub. I'm sorry. When you walk around the pub, you got to switch hands because it can get heavy. Well, we have something called the summer stein. And Joe Haney, the value of our current resident may differ, but love you, General. Thank you. Chris Yerger, that's what she said. I know. Chris. So everybody's got 7 inches. Everybody's average. But how many of you have the big boy? How many of you have the big 9-inch one, 4 inches across the top? This is fucking stout. Now, the reason I'm telling you 9 inches is going to hurt is because the freight to send it to me get it here, is more than the fucking glass itself. Something popped through here. I don't want to miss it. What did it say? It popped up. Ron, what'd you do here, buddy? Hey. Now, see, I can't tell if that's an order. I got to learn this. I'm going to assume this is an order. Anyway, the reason 9 inches is going to hurt is because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the box that your 9 inches is supposed to fit in. It's heavy. Gen X mom said there's no way I'd fucking lug 9 inches around. I'd have to use 2 hands and I'd be tired. She made a point. Gen X mom says when you pick up this 9 inches, when it's handed to you, you stop wherever you are and you take care of this 9 inches right where you are. Just stay put because you ain't walking this thing around the yard. Nope, not happening. So what I'm telling you is that this, hang on, I got something here. Got it, talk. Ward Furtuck, Whiskey Fun General, wishing you the best from Canada. Who do you think is the better leader of the two? Trudeau or Joe? They're both completely fucking up both countries. They're not doing a good job. They're putting their politics before their country, both of them, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. All right. So the reason this is important is because it's so heavy, it's not worth buying it. It's not worth owning it. It's not worth. I'm just telling you, it's a fucking grip and a half. The cost of this to me, and then the cost to ship it out again to you, is more than the fucking glass. So I only ordered, I'm ordering today, I'm ordering 50. That's it. I'm ordering 50 of these and no more because they're insanely expensive. But they do say Gen X Talks on them, and that's going to be bigger. The new ones, I'm going to have a bigger font on there a little bit. It does have a flag on the other side, American flag, and it does say 2022. Now, even if you're not pro-American because you're pro-Ireland or something, you can always have an American flag representing your friends over here at Gen X Talks. But the important thing is, this is a summer stein from 2022. So as long as you get it this summer, you've got it for this summer, this isn't something you're going to drink out of. The only people who would actually drink out of this is fucking Irish. And they go, well, that's a shot glass. Because they're fucking Irish. Everybody else, this is something you put on your shelf, and one of your friends comes over and says, I'll drink a big old fucking stein. Then you hand them this, and then they're going to wish they didn't get it. So I think Allie probably has the direct link to it. I'm guessing she does. I don't know if I do or not. I might. I don't know if that's it or not. Allie's got the right one. But just so you know, there's only 50 of them. And some of them sold last night. And the word went out today on the website to anybody who's part of the website. So now they're involved. But I'm not buying any more. This isn't one of those things where you just buy as many as you want. No, that's it. So if you want to, and they're too expensive. They're too expensive to buy and ship. They're insane. I didn't mean to mark them up this much to make it feasible for us to even do this, but that's what it came up with. If you want one, go to the website and grab one right now. Don't fucking come to me later and go, all right, I got my tax return. I cashed in all my aluminum cans. Where's the steins? They're fucking gone. I didn't order very many. That means they're already out there on people's shelves all over the country and across the globe. And if you're one of the 50, then you got it. That's it. That's it. I'm just letting you know. Don't, because you guys do that every time we sell out on something. You guys email me and go, "Hey, General, can you get me one more? I know you got a couple tucked away." No, that's it. They're too fucking much money. I can't do it. All right. So, Pissy Missy taking the General's 9 inches is a limited time offer. Get yours today. Oh my God. Oh, I saw something I kind of want to go back to real quick. Hold on. I saw somebody that said something, and it was Mrs. Four. She wrote, "Barry, not true, man." But when she said that, now I got to go see what Barry said. Jared Kushner sold American secrets to Saudi Arabia for $2 billion. Are you out of your fucking mind, Barry? Don't spread your bullshit. Come on, dude. Don't talk like that. I know, and Trump. The Russians have videotape of Trump taking golden showers with hookers pissing and shit on him. Sure, they do. Sure, the world's best kept secret. You wouldn't think that'd be all over the internet by now? Shut up. All right. So anyway, yes, there's other stuff on the website for sale. Yes, it's kind of a cool deal. I'm going to keep one for myself, but I'm sorry they're so expensive. I'll try not to buy heavy glass items anymore when we're doing cool shit. I couldn't pass that up though. Can you? Because it's so fucking, it's huge. And I the reason I went with something big, the reason I went with something heavy was because you women have trained us men that bigger is better. Oh, I know, when we're younger, you guys, oh, it's not the size of your pencil, it's how you write your name. Then I find out you guys are lying. You're just trying to make us try harder. Then I find out that the size of the pencil has a lot to do with it. So, well, you know what, ladies? I bought a big fucking pencil. 9 inches. You always wanted 9 inches and something hard? There it is on the website. Go buy one. Or if you're a guy, buy one for your chick and say, "Here, I got you something 9 inches and hard," and hand it to her. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Who wrote that to me? You reminded me on that. Who wrote that in there? I got to catch it because it was a good poll. Nice poll from last night. Lionheart. That's right. They're on the bottom of this because we're talking about this being just this heavy bitch, this heavy woman. And she is a fat bottom girl. This thing's really heavy on the bottom. So for some of you, if you guys email me, and we got some emails from some purchases, we're going to write FBG on the bottom, but only some of us in here are going to fat bottom girls. That's on the bottom. It's going to be great. Was a brilliant idea that we all came up with last night while we were fucking drunk. FBG right on the bottom. Yeah. So now you know. God, I can't. Oh, these are just messages. I'm trying, Mrs. Four. I'm trying to see this thing in here, but it's on this fucking iPhone. How do fucking iPhones work? That's the dumbest thing ever. I don't know. Now I've lost the screen I was on, and I'm all fucked up. Wait, there's is that PayPal? But I can't tell. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Anyway, just so you know, that's I was trying to read them because Mrs. Four is I try to read what goes on PayPal if you guys make a donation. But now some of the purchases are coming through that way, so now I don't know. All right, so Cali Cat, Chris got me a 9-incher last night. 2 of them. 18. I think Mrs. Four. Now I'm not going to go to my road. Oh, Mrs. Four is an amazing woman because she very clearly last night said she wanted 4 9-inchers and she wanted them all at the same time right now. My hat went off to her. Oh, Barry, what are you doing? You're going off the fucking reservation, man. I don't know what your problem is, dude, but we're going to solve part of it right here. Barry, this is a polite way of saying shut the fuck up, man. You know? All right. So he's out. Barry's out. You can just sit on the sidelines and look around. Is this Barry Obama? Yeah. Even Obama wouldn't go that far. Even Obama would sit back and have a beer and go, shut up, dude. We're just fucking around here. All right. What else did I miss? I missed some stuff. Beautiful Disaster finally is getting her care package, which all of you have chipped in for, which was wonderful. The kid did his goat meeting last night. We all talked about Buford the goat. And he's getting the goat tonight. Gen X Mom's going with him to move the goat to the location and kind of get familiar with where this place is at and what's going on. They got to go over to the feed store and get all the stuff going like that. You guys have been very helpful in helping getting his goat up and running for the purchase, the feed, the medicines, the whole thing, the location he has to rent to be part of over there. He's part of a grandfather's big farm. So it looks like it's working out, but you will all be rewarded soon because the pictures are coming, and we will get constant updates all the way through summer until the very end. And for those of you who don't know, let me just show you what happens at the very end. At the very end of this, what they do is they all dress up in their Future Farmers of America gear, their dress attire. They got to look perfect. They got to shave and wash their hair, and they got to press their shirts. They've got to take them to the dry cleaners. And then they walk these sheep around. They walk their goats around, their pigs, their cows, and they have to have them trained to follow them and obey and do their thing. And they get showmanship awards. And then if your goat wins a high ribbon, then people will buy your goat. And if he sells his goat, then he recovers some of his money. If he doesn't, then we're just all stuck with a fucking goat that no one wants. But that is the plan, and that happens in September. So if we all follow along, we'll be able to see him do his showmanship stuff. And you guys have seen last year when he did, I think it was chickens. There were some pictures and a couple quick videos of him being at the fair doing his event. Well, he'll do it this year, and we'll get some more pictures. But this year it's as a goat guy, yeah. So as long as we can keep Joe Haney away from the fucking goats, everybody will be happy. There are laws against what you're thinking about, Joe. This isn't Kentucky. All right, so what I miss here, Joe Haney ordered, put it on mine. You want that, Joe? Just send Gen X Mom an email. If you ordered a stein, put the fat bottom girl thing. Just tell Gen X Mom she's making a list of it. She'll do it, because when we turn in the order, we'll just tell the guy who's making them, because he's a cool cat, a really fucking cool cat. Just tell him, hey, on 11 of these, put FBG, because some people want that. Yeah. Last Smith is in. You're late, but it's not a big deal. Buford, yep. Mrs. Ford, coming along. It's all coming along. And the money you guys donated for his car is coming along, too, because now things are breaking. You got to remember, the car he got is a 1991 Toyota Camry. And it was his grandmother's before she passed away, and she only put 80,000 miles on it. So it did a lot of sitting. I mean, to the store and back once a week or something, and wasn't very far. Now he's driving it all over the place, and the it's got some age. I don't care if it's got 80,000 miles. Those belts, those hoses, those rubber lines that have been sitting out in the summers and winters for all those years, yeah, they show some wear. So anyway, you'll be seeing some parts being bought, and a lot of pictures on him learning how to put on parts on cars that he wasn't familiar with. The other day, he fucked up hubcaps. He got 4 hubcaps because one of his was falling off, and he put them all on and was proud of himself. And then I said, you know why your hubcaps look all funny when you walk? And he goes, no. I said, did you notice on the back of the hubcap there's a little cutout, and you line up that cutout for where your valve stem is, where you put air in your tire, and you put the hubcap? He goes, oh, I didn't notice that. I said, well, that's why your fucking valve stem's bent over, and you're going to get a flat tire. It's going to leak air, and you're going to go get it replaced. And that's also why you're going to lose your hubcap and why they look like they're wobbling. Oh, yeah. I said, I was in the automotive business for a while. All you got to do is ask me, hey, Dad, I'm putting on a hubcap. Is there any trick to it? Not that, kid. Nope, that fucker just slams that shit, and down the road he goes. Like I told you, I'm trying to train him to think out front. What are you going to do when you arrive? He fills up his power steering reservoir, because now he found he has a power steering leak, and takes off, gets to where he's going, and calls me and says, hey, I'm out of fluid again. I said, well, I'm sure you thought that was a possible thing that could happen, and you brought fluid with you, right? No. Guess what's happening tonight? He's going to go get his goat, and he's not going to have any way to transport it to the farm where he's going to be. So you guys are going to see a picture of a goat sticking his head out of the back window of a 91 Camry, because he's not fucking thinking about what happens when you get where you're going. Doesn't occur to him at all. Joe Haney, barbecue Buford. That's what happens when we're all stuck with a goat at the end of it. That's what happens, Joe. Who would eat goat? You don't eat, that is the last act of a desperate man, if you're going to cut up a goat and eat it. Madame Duran, the kid has a car. He does. He worked out a car with his passing away grandmother, a 1991 Toyota Camry. It's rough. It's rough looking. It is. But he's driving it around. He's putting that thing all over town. I told you what he called it, right? Let me back up because he's trying to get a license plate. But Gen X when we grew up, and as we got into our 20s, Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, 16-bit graphics, and that things look less blocky. You guys remember the old the Atari 2600, the first original Atari, the little basketball game where square block men, the basketball was square and did this, and that was 8-bit technology and just was horrible. And there was the old Nintendo was real blocky, and so these real Minecraft is all blocky when you look at it. Minecraft is blocky, and so you had 64-bit Nintendo 64, and you had a 32-bit graphics on I think it was Atari Jaguar or something, and then 16-bit Nintendo and Genesis, and 8-bit was graphics so long ago that everything was square. Well, he looks at this 91 Camry, and it's blocky. Everything is blocky except for the steering wheel and the tires. So he nicknamed his car 8-bit. And it says, my car 8-bit, because that's the way it looks. And all of his friends think that's funny. So now you know. When you see him talking about 8-bit or a license plate that says 8-bit, it's talking about the graphics used to make the 91 Toyota Camry. And now you're all caught up. Whiskey Fun, please check the rubber lines on his brakes. I did. They show some exterior cracking on that, Joe. I did. They probably need to be flushed out. We should do the brakes on it soon. There's no drips, no seepage, and as you know, Joe, the outside will crack long before the inside does. But you're right, the outside is what strengthens it. So I'm with you, but I did look little cracks. But if you grab one and go like this and bend, it doesn't open the crack. It's just got the hairlines in it. But yeah, you're right. It's time. So yeah, there was that. What did I miss? Boom, 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 boom. Arbot still plays Nintendo. Yeah. Joe Haney says 8-bot. No, it's 8-bit. And so now you guys know what I know, which wasn't a whole bunch of anything, but it was a little bit of something, and that's better than a whole lot of nothing. Replay that if you didn't get what I just said. You're gonna have to go back and do it again. All right, so we're winding down on our last 10 minutes. There's a ton of stuff I didn't get to, and I mean a ton. Mostly this is stuff. I know a lot of you guys are across the pond. That's why I did the little political thing real quick, just to give you the nuts and bolts on that. And I didn't go very deep. And we don't have time for the mechanic story. We don't have time for the Porky's story. God, I wrote those down when I remembered them. I will tell you that I did get in trouble. The kid does the website, and now I'm supposed to maintain. It's funny how the kid does Twitter, and I'm supposed to maintain. He throws these things off on his parents, and we're helping. For the time, we're helping as much as we can. But there's a lot of words misspelled on the website. So Allie, our moderator, comes in, and she redoes something for me. She's on the phone, fix this, what you do. And then she says, while I've got you here, she wants to go around the rest of the fucking website and start fixing shit. I'm like, there's not that much wrong. When she goes, look, this has been up here for a year, and it's fucking stupid, it's wrong, and it's a waste of time, get rid of it. So I go up there and I click it, and it's done. Now, you would think that Allie would be happy. You think Allie would say, oh, thank you. I've been waiting for a year for you to do that. You know what she did? She got pissed. She got pissed the same way that Gen X mom gets pissed when she bugs me to do something around here for months and months and months. And then I finally go ahead and I do it. I'm like, all right, and it's done. Gen X mom looks at me like, you made me wait 6 months for doing that job? And I'm like, yeah, I just fucking did it. You should be happy that I did the job. Why are you pissed? She looks at me and Gen X mom says, I'm pissed because you made me wait 6 months and it took you 4 minutes. You couldn't have given me 4 minutes in the last 6 months to get this shit done? Allie did the same thing. She goes, you've left this up on the website a year and it took you like 30 seconds to take it down? You've made me wait a fucking year for something. Like, I don't know what, a quote from Iceman from Bodfish comes to mind. Chicks, man. Chicks. Because you guys, there's no pleasing you. You know, if we finally get around to doing what you want, you're mad that we could have done it sooner and it didn't take very long. Aren't you happy that your guy is so smart and inclined and efficient that he was able to do what you wanted quickly? No, now you're complaining. I guess what we should all do as men is take our time on our projects. Oh, you want this thing hung up here? All right, I'll start on it now. Maybe I'll be done by dinner. Then would you place more value on what we're doing? Then would you yell at us less? Is that what we need to do? Do we need to stretch these projects out just to get you to leave us the fuck alone? Because I tell you, you end up doing what a woman wants, and they still find a way to bitch about it. I swear to Christ Almighty. It happened all the time. Now, I didn't think I'd have to pay no mind and no bartender. You rap a feller on the beat, get some respect around here. But apparently, the secretary of Gen X Talks felt the need to slap me around too, as if we were married. It's every chick. It's all the time. Tomash, good night, my friends. And General Tomash, crash out. Get some sleep, my friend. Have someone else take a post for you over there, and we'll see you tomorrow. Back to what I was saying. I'm upset. I'm not just upset for me. I'm upset for all men across this planet. I don't care what language you are, what color you are. Chicks, man. Chicks. Iceman from Bodfish. Well, never truer words were spoken, and he had them. All right, so listen. Boom, boom. Yeah. Richard Fitzwell says I could shit a golden nugget for my wife and she'd be bitching about the shape. Isn't that the goddamn truth? Isn't it? Ain't I been saying it? Ain't I been saying it for 10 damn years? All right. So listen, RGJ, check PayPal. All right, my friend. RGJ, he ranks up there. When he talks, I listen. Him and Mrs. Four. If RGJ does not come at things lightly. If there's something I'm fucking up on, then got a Joe Buford. We got something in there for the Buford Fund from RJG. Thanks, my man. It came through on my end as $23.41. I'm assuming they took their fee out of there, so it's probably $25. But thank you for that. Yeah, there it is, $25. There's no notes, my friend. Usually you put a note in there for me to read you something. I looked again, no note, but RJG, thank you very much. RJG, a big, long-time supporter of the program, as many of you are, and not just considering financially. He's always got something clever to say or a something to show us or expand on. We dig him a ton around here. Thank you very much. So, all right, so listen, I'm done. We're coming up on an hour, really close. I got to go. If you guys want to laugh your asses off at me and poke fun at me, go ahead, because if I can't figure a way to turn off the YouTube stream in half an hour when I do the lunchtime, the General's Lunchbox on Facebook, I'm going to be stuck with two streams again. I don't know how to fucking deal with it. I don't know how to turn it off. I don't even know how to turn it down. So listen, I am going to, just so you guys know, to be fair, I am going to show this to the Lunchbox crew. Now, I don't know if they're going to be interested or not, but I'm only ordering 50 and we've already sold a bunch of them. So if I tell the Lunchbox crew and they buy the last ones of these, they're insanely expensive because they're insanely fucking heavy. The shipping to me is a fucking grip. The shipping back to you is a fucking grip. It has nothing to do with the glass is not made out of pewter and silver and gold. It's just fucking a badass glass, but it's fucking heavy. And you guys know what shipping's like today everywhere. I apologize. I'm sorry. I won't buy anything heavy again. But there's only 50. If you want to be one of them that has one, I'm telling you, I'm going to go mention to the Lunchbox people. I'm going to do the same story, 7 inches versus 9 inches. But you never know. A few of them may pony up and do it. They're sitting around their desks at work right now doing nothing anyway. That's what they're doing. It's lunchtime in Los Angeles time. That's where we are. So a lot of them are just sitting around with nothing to do. You don't think they're bored and they got a credit card sitting next to them? They love the Home Shopping Network. Well, here's one. Anyway, I got to go. I'm out of here. Thank you guys all for participating. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'm very thankful that if you had to waste time today, you wasted it here with Gen X Talks. There's almost nothing better, is there? No, because you can spin around and do nothing all day, and you get an hour of that. You're welcome, America. Thanks again, you guys, and we'll catch every one of you on the flip side.